some of you were out for recess a little long today. I'm looking at Melanie Street.
That will go on your evaluation.
Many of you were wondering what I was doing in the office while you were busy, ruining the youth of today. And as was mentioned, I have a penchant for paperwork, and I brought some of it with me to share tonight. The first binder is a single day's assessment of how many times I had to ask Pat Murphy for paperwork within the space of 6.3 hours.
That wasn't all my evaluation was based on.
Pat, I think I'm feeling a little, I might need a trip.
I would always meet Kathy in her office.
I might need a little trip. It's a little long for me,
And
Pat.
she would tell me that my evaluation was based on if I took more than an inch.
Yeah, be very careful, this hair was very
And she would check the trash can.
Well, you have to keep on Pat Murphy, we all know this. This is not news to anyone in this room. God bless her, we love her. I might look a little pale tonight, and it's just the reflection from this diamond that in the islands. We went to the islands, he got me an upgrade, and a little small. It's not big enough yet, but he's working on it. So paperwork is, people make fun of people who do paperwork, but there's something to be said for this because you can learn a lot by analyzing data, and this might have been the most important part of my career at Riderwood. The number of times that Jackie McElduff used the F-word from some of the people, the staff who were visiting. And no tribute to Kathy would be complete without the infamous See-Me. And it's got to go to one very special person in this room. It's the original person who ever received a See-Me note from Kathy hired me and gave me every chance in the world and changed my life. And she was way more than a boss to me. She was the person who I knew at 6 a.m. when I'd had a terrible night would be waiting. And she wouldn't ask me any questions. She would love me for who I was. And she would say to me, I'm gonna come check on you today, but I'm not gonna come in and interrupt your class. I'm just gonna make sure everything's okay with you. Because she loved me enough to let me be who I was. And she accepted everything about me. All the good parts, like the funny things, and the bad parts when I would fight with her about curriculum, and I'd go in there and I'd stamp my feet. And one time Kathy said to me, like, you're not always gonna get what you want. And I was like, yes I am! Yes I am! And she was so patient, and she probably could have written me up for insubordination, obviously, like a bunch of times. But instead she looked at me, as we look at our students, she looked at me as somebody who she could love and who saw the best in me every single time. And she is that kind of person. And I brought a recycling bin. And I just want to share that this is a very special recycling bin. Oh my God. Because this was the home for a mouse that we all wanted to kill. Oh. Every single one of us wanted to kill, and I don't kill things. Like, I might as well be a Buddhist. But Kathy was, this is the kind of person that Kathy is, and I don't think people often realize this about her, is that she is one of the gentlest, kindest people you're ever going to meet in the world. And she didn't just love the people that worked for her, she loved even the little critters in her building. And this is God's honest, true story. We had a mouse in kindergarten, and the custodial staff was like, and Kathy was like, no! Now Kathy has cat. Like, she's got Darcy, she can't take the mouse home. So she built the mouse a deluxe apartment and a recycling bin, and fed it and cared for it. And people don't really realize all of the time, all of the gentle, loving things that Kathy did for even the smallest of the people that worked for her. Not that the mouse worked for her, but it was in your building. So she really did take care of everyone from large to small, and she changed my life. And I know many of you felt the same way, that she changed your life too. And I'm going to be everlastingly grateful to you, Kathy DeHart, for being the kind of person who loves people enough to accept them, to honor their strengths, and to work with them on their needs. Not every observation I have is a great one, but she always gave me important feedback that I thought made me grow, even when it hurt. So, Kathy, I really love you. And I want to thank you so much. And remember how much crying there was? There was a lot of crying. And you were so good to me. So thank you. We love you.
Heather, that was awesome. Really good. Wow. Look who we have in the audience. Is that Danny from Life Touch? It is. I'd like to give him a big thank you for being here and for taking pictures tonight for Kathy, and for also making sure that Riderwood's families were taken care of over all the years we worked together. He was there twice a year, and I have to say that Pat, Jackie, all the secretaries, and myself and Kathy enjoyed going out to lunch at Eagle's Nest. That was really a great treat that you gave us. So thank you to Danny for being here tonight.